Ricky, how impressive have Pat Cummins and Josh Hazlewood been today?
They've been awesome. Cummo was at first spell after tea. I think he bowled 7 over straight after tea. That was as good a fast bowling as you'll see. There's very little in the pitch. Old ball as well. The end that he bowled from, he's sort of bowling into an across breeze. And he's still got the ball to swing away against the breeze. So, Joe Root's one of the best players in the world, and Cummo had him on toast there for 6 or 7 overs straight. So, and the thing I like about Hazlewood and Cummins is their effort as well. You know, whenever you throw them the ball, that the effort's going to be there. You look at their speeds through the not only this game but through the whole series. You know, they've been around that 86, 87 miles an hour, but that's been their average speed, and their top speed's been on about 90, and that's been consistent right through every game. When you look at Archer, he's bowled up to 95, and other times he's bowled down at sort of low 80s. So, you know, it's what you expect from your fast bowlers in a test match. When they get their chance to bowl, that they give you everything they've got, and our guys have certainly done that.
Just on Cummins, that speller after tea, I mean, the figures don't do it justice, do they?
No, absolutely not. I mean, he worked his backside off and finally got the edge that flew between, Payne and Warner. That would have been the reward that he deserved at the end of that spell. It was high-class fast bowling. When he had Root on strike, he pitched it up and got it to shape away. And when he had Burns on strike, he ran in and bowled short and tucked him up under the armpit and built all sorts of pressure. That's the thing about it as well. It's been a good batting pitch, but you look at the strike rate today of the batsmen, it's been particularly low. So that says a lot about how well particularly Josh and Pat have bowled.
Does Cummins remind you of anyone you played with or against?
It's a good question. There's a little bit of Dale Steyn in him, actually, the way that he bowls. You just know that effort's always going to be there. He's got similar sort of action and can get the ball to shape away. Obviously, he's a bit taller and probably gets a bit more bounce than what Steyn did, but you just know that they're at you the whole time. There's nowhere to hide. When you're on strike to guys like that, you have to be at your absolute best and your sharpest, or they're going to knock you over.
Hazlewood missed the first test, but he's been in great form in the past 3. What's he done to take his game to another level?
Yeah, well, if you look at the 3 tests, well, 2.5 tests that he's played to now, you'd probably argue that he's been the pick of the bowlers in pretty much every game. I think he's got 14 or 15 wickets now, and he's 3 wickets I think behind Pat in the series, but Pat's played one more game. So, look, I think we've known for a long time how potentially special this group of fast bowlers that we've got can be. You put Stark in there, you put Pattinson in there, and Stark that's come back for this game. Then, it's a pretty good group of bowlers. Sids has played his role as well in the series when he's needed to, and so it's a special group. And I think we've all been excited to see them play in some conducive England conditions. They've been here before and haven't probably bowled as well as they would have liked in these conditions, but this series they've lived up to all the expectation that we all place on them, I guess.
Right from the start of Hazlewood's career compared to Glenn McGrath, do you think those comparisons are fair, or is he his own bowler?
I think the comparisons are fair because they're quite similar, really. They're similar sort of height, they bowl similar sort of pace, and neither of them are swing bowlers, really. They're out and out seam bowlers, and so the comparisons are always going to be there, But I'm not sure what their records look like at a similar stage, but maybe there's some comparisons there as well. But it's one thing to compare, Josh early in his career, but start comparing to McGrath, and you've got a long way to go just yet. But this series so far, he's been outstanding.